Donald Trump today is still sending out many emails and texts to supporters. As we've been discussing, they're requesting money that they say are for lawsuits, but the money isn't going there. You need to know this. The fine print reveals 60% of these newly requested donations are for Save America, which is the new PAC that will fund, under the law, these things are regulated, the ex-presidency activities. The other 40% goes right to the RNC after a donor gives over $5,000. Only then does any of the money go to what is called the recount account. In other words, Jason Trump...
Ari, the reason...
Go ahead.
Ari, I'm so sorry to interrupt, but the reason he's doing it, and sorry, Jay, the reason he's doing it is because he has no income. And you would see that if he would turn over his tax returns. There's no income there, right? So he doesn't have The Apprentice making $65 million a year. Most of his assets are underperforming. They're non-performing assets. The few that he has doesn't cover the big cost. So he's going to use this like he used the Trump Foundation as a slush fund. Sorry to interrupt.
No, I think that was a very factual interruption. I'll let Jason build on the same point, which is we've never been a show that's overreacted to just Trump tweets or anything else. We will continue to keep our eye on the news and events as they occur. As I've emphasized, he is still the sitting president. If he is misleading or lying about the nature of this appeals process, we need to put that out so people understand, including his own supporters, Jason, who, if they watch The Beat tonight, will say, oh, wow, so wait, the email subject line said we're out to fight these cases, but the money doesn't even go to that.
Right. And we've seen this with Trump world in general, Ari. We saw it with the wall. People thought they were giving to a wall. They were giving to slush funds. And here's the thing. Not just that Trump has no income, but he is also potentially facing dozens of lawsuits once he is no longer president of the United States. So to continue, mentioned yesterday dinner, continue with that De Niro theme from Heat. Like when the heat is coming, can't have anything in your life. You can't leave in 30 seconds. Trump can't leave politics because at this point, it's his only way of making money. He will perpetually claim that he is running for president. He will open up super PACs. He will do rallies because that's the only way for him to make cash. He will be defending himself legally the moment he gets out of office. And this is what I think, quite frankly, the president should probably want to avoid from a branding perspective. Look, I don't necessarily think he's going to end up in jail. But if he continues to play this game, and eventually, the press is not going to care. The public's not going to care. Republicans are going to start moving along with what they need to do. What he doesn't want is an embarrassing situation of him or someone linked to him having to be removed. He doesn't want the image of somebody coming up to the White House and their key doesn't work. And that's what he's facing if he continues in this mode.
I got to get this in. We went from Cohen to De Niro to Pacino to Johnson. It wouldn't be complete without Rosie, who's also clashed with the president long before he was president. But I did catch up with her today. This was just on Instagram Live spontaneously. Rosie O'Donnell, and he's badmouthed her in some of the most sexist ways, likening him now in this moment to a caged animal. Take a look.
I think he's in shock and he doesn't quite know what to do. And he sees no way out. And now he's panicking like a caged animal and trying to, fabricate causes for his trumped up charges against this election and fraud. He's a desperate man and he's in a desperate situation, and it brings joy to millions of us.
Michael, your view of her assessment of him is that desperate?
So first of all, I've grown now to become friends with Rosie. She came to visit me while I was in Otisville. And we became we speak on a regular basis, and I apologized to her each and every day. She told me I have to stop because I was part of that attack upon her, which was really obscene and it was gross.
I'm going to now interrupt
I did it again,
you.
I don't know, but
Michael, I'm going to interrupt you. So it goes back and forth. That's the thing with lawyers on TV together. But this is interesting. I mean, you're saying that when you were behind the walls there in prison, dealing with much of what you had to deal with because of your work for Donald Trump, that Rosie O'Donnell came and visited you and you guys bonded over all this?
She did. She spent over 6 hours with me one day. She was a hit in the rec room. Don't forget, I was in a satellite camp. Everybody loves Rosie and everybody came over. And she was just as gracious can be.
Hey, I'm Ari Melber from MSNBC. You can see more of our videos right here, or better yet, subscribe to our YouTube channel below. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with us, and we appreciate that.